you get a really big bass and he gets hung up in the grass, what should be your next move to be able to have a great chance of catching that fish? Good morning, guys and girls. Good morning. September 7, reading from a Catch a Better Life book. This book took me a couple years to write. It's a great book. It's got a scripture for every single day, got a devotional for every single day of the year, and a fishing tip. So you're going to get closer to God. You're going to become a much better person, and you're going to become a better fisherman all at the same time. You can get this at jimmyhouston.com, Amazon.com, Bass Pro Shop, Cabela's, Barnes & Noble, Books A Million, Hobby Lobby, just about everywhere. If you get it from us, you want it personalized and autographed, be sure and let us know that. We're looking at Ezekiel 37:13. Ezekiel 37:13. You shall know that I am the Lord when I've opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up from your graves. You'll know that I am the Lord when I've opened your graves and brought you out of the grave. Here's what I wrote about that. This is a pretty neat little story right here, too. Back in the early days of BASS in 1969, I think, Rip Nunnery from California, Gerald Blanchard from Tennessee, brought in two amazing, I'm talking about amazing limits of bass from Lake Eufaula, Alabama. This is only like the second year of BASS or the third year of BASS, something like that. One boat, if I remember right, had 184 pounds of largemouth bass. 184 pounds. We had a 15 bass limit back then, but you still see that's still over a 6-pound average. But that many pounds still is unimaginable. 30 bass that weighed 184 pounds. They were fishing in an old submerged graveyard. That's right. They found a graveyard. I think Rip Nunnery had that graveyard found, and they were fishing empty graves. They were fishing shrubs and trees and fences that were all around that graveyard, and every piece of structure there was simply loaded with big bass. They were in those graves. They were in the tree line. They were in the shrubs. They were just all over that graveyard. Today's scripture about graves was written about 580 BC, almost 600 years before Jesus was born. So this goes way, way back, 2,500 years plus ago. Ezekiel was in a valley full of dry bones. They weren't buried. They were just in a valley, dry bones. A mighty army laying there. God had Ezekiel speak to these bones, and they joined together miraculously and came to life to form an incredibly great army. They came to life. They came to life. Those bones started rattling bones, joined together. God breathed life into them. One breath of God breathed life into thousands of dead people. Thousands. One breath of God's favor can change your life. Absolutely change your life, and it can change mine. You need to keep God first, and you can't imagine. You cannot even dream of what he might do next. We serve a mighty, mighty God, and he has the ability, he has the power to bring dead, dry bones back to life. Is there anything impossible for God? I don't think so. Here's our tip for today. When bass hang up in grass, what do? Go get them. Go get them. Go to the fish. Don't try to pull them out of that grass. Go get them. Get your boat right over there to them. If you have to plow through the grass, but you get right over there to them and get down there and try to get your hand on those fish. If they're in the grass, they're probably not very deep. You can probably get your line, reach down there and find them in that grass and get a hold of them and bring them out. If you try to pull them out of the grass, many times you're going to pull that hook out of the fish's mouth. Guys and girls, go out there and have you a great one. And remember, I sure do love you.